Hello everyone, welcome to Learn and Live with Mahima. So today we have completed some CSS part of our web page, and we were left with the two uncovered part, that was the feedback form section as well as the footer section. So today I have completed that, and I'll show you the code like how I have written, and I'm going to explain you also. So yesterday I missed some of the topics that today I'm going to I'm just going to tell you about the topics today. I'll cover the topics. So see, on what basis the CSS will give style to the HTML elements, that depends upon three factors. Okay, they are inheritance, then specificity and cascade. Now inheritance means what? The properties which will pass on from parent to the child element, that is the inheritance. Then the what does specificity mean? Something which have more specificity or more priority, is on the basis of that it will choose the HTML element to give the style. And the third is the cascade. That is also on the basis of like if the two if the two HTML element have the same have the equal specificity, then the whichever which is written at the last will that CSS rule set will be applied to that particular HTML element. So we are going to deal this one by one. So talking about the inheritance one. So suppose we have a child here, we have a parent like h2 here. Okay, this h2 is parent of what? This div element. So if in the, what to say, if this h2 element, if this div child will like, if you're not going to apply any CSS rule set like color, a proper color, a font size, font family, font weight, and all that to this div element, div child, then automatic, if we are not going to apply all this, then automatically it will inherit from its parent. See, everything it cannot inherit it. So inheritance is divided into two part, that is inherited part and the non-inheritance. Inheritance means there are some properties which the child will automatically inherit if it is not, if we are not going to mention the that CSS rule set for that particular child. But there are certain properties which will not be inherited until and unless we are going to give that property to the child. So the inherited properties which we are not going to, if we are not going to give to the child, then also it will be inherited, that are color, then the the font family, font size, then font weight, and all this. You can go over MDN and you can check what are the inherited and not inherited, and other website too. Then the non-inherited one is like the border, padding, width, height, margin, and all that, the border box and all that. They are non-inherited. It means if you are not going to apply to the child, it will not be inherited by the parent. We need to apply it to the child element, then only it will be applied. Okay, so this is about the inheritance. Then the second is the specificity. Specificity means suppose it's depend upon the priority. Okay, so in this, we have in the CSS we have like selectors. So all selectors have different specificity, a priority. Like if you talk about from bottom to top, so top will bottom to top means the top, if I will say, that has the highest priority, the lower will be have the lowest priority. So the lower is the like tag element like h2 and all that, and highest priority is with like id, like we know the tag has less, then a class has more than tag, then id has more than class as well as tag. Then there is also called as exclamation mark important, that overrides all these others, all these other selectors, and it have the highest priority. So this is on the basis of specificity. For an example, if we are going to give if h2 tag is there, and for the same h2 tag, if h2 tag is with normal this tag element, and in this h2 tag, if other h2 tag you are going to create and you are going to write id or the class selector, then the id will be given the preference, and whatever the declaration you put into the css rule set of that id, it will be applied to the html element, not this tag. Understood? Okay. Now the third is, and the last is the cascade. Cascade means on the basis of, suppose if you have this h2, right? If you have this h2, okay, yeah, we can take h3 also. Suppose this h3 is there, okay, this h3 is also there, we have so many h3s. So if you're going to write h3, then you are going to give the color, then again you are going to write h3 and you are going to give the color. So the h3 you have written at the end will have the will be applied to that particular html element. So if the two html element have the same specificity, because they both are the tag element, or if the both are the id element, or both are the class element, so the one which has the, which will be applied at the last, will be given the more priority. Got it? Okay, done with this. Okay, so this is all about I wanted to tell you. And the second part is what does the responsive responsive web page means? See, responsive basically means something which is like best to the user experience, like best user experience, to all the devices, right? So if suppose if I'm viewing the screen, like a last screen, our web page should look beautiful on that last screen. If I'm viewing a small screen like a phone and all that, it should view nicely in a beautified way in that. So that is called the responsiveness according to the screen. Okay, got it? Okay, now done. Or we can say according to all the devices. So this is done. So for that, to create responsiveness in a web page, we uses the media query. Now how we are going to write the media query, how the syntax is, I have written and I'll show you here. Okay, so this is something it look like. Now the media query will it has basically it is for the layout, right? And to write it, it has a syntax of @media, you have to write, and then we need to write the media type and then the media feature, and then this curly braces will be there, and inside the curly braces, simply how we write the css rule set, we are going to write that. So what does this happen? I'll tell you, I'll explain you all. Now let me go and explain you all here in a code itself. Okay, so suppose I will show you. I just look at here, this is @media. See, I have written here that it is for iphone and small mobile devices up to this the width. So the @media, this is we have written, and I have also mentioned here that media type, we need to mention media type. Okay, media type, it can be like anything, the devices like screen, screen means all laptop, desktop and all that. Then print, if you want to show it into the printer and all that, then write print as a media type. Then if you wanted to show it in the tv, then write tv as a media type. If you are not writing anything, and if you're writing all, it means it will be applicable to all the devices, right? And by default, it's a note that by default this media type, if you're not going to mention anything, so by default it will be all, means it will be applicable to all the devices. So so you can see it here that this is the this I have written @media, and then nothing mentioned means all, that it will be applicable to all the devices. But here by, and this media feature means whatever the condition we are going to give. Okay, and this media feature is basically what, the height, width and the orientation can be like portrait or landscape mode, whatever mode we want. So we can put the condition here. Suppose this maximum width is 480, so I want that these all css rule set to be applied when when we have a maximum width like 480. Like if the width is more than 480, then these all css will be applied to my html, to my web page. Okay, and if less than that, then whatever I have written above will be applied. So in this way we will write, and see for there it we have a we also use, like if we wanted to add more than one condition, suppose here we have added and, so it's and is an operator, and not we can use. So and is an operator, it means when we wanted to add like more than one query to more than one condition to a single query, this is single query, and if you wanted to write more than one features to it, then we can, suppose if we want that my minimum width, that if it is less than 481, that this is the minimum, and maximum that if it is more than 768, then apply all these features. So this is and you can also use not, but always remember to use not. Suppose we can use not like this. Wait, let me show you all. I will show you all, just a sec. You can use not here. Like you have written media. For that, we need to write a media type. You can write media, then you can write not, and then suppose uh, if you're not mentioning this, you can write all. Media type, you need to write the media type if you are if you are using this not operator. Not operator means it will be applied if the condition is not fulfilled, then only. Okay, and then you can write this this whatever the media features you wanted to write. Okay, so this is all about what I wanted to say cover today. So this is these all are these all are codes, css, which I have added into my file, and my page looks something like this. Wait, I'll show you all. Okay, so this is how my page. Okay, let me drag down my. Okay, so this is, can you see, this is how it, see, home page, it's on home page. Now destination, it's taking me to destination. If I am toggling, this my nav, see, it's navigating me to this, then the contact, it will navigate me to the contact. Then this is, okay, it didn't work, it means something I have uh, okay, then let us see why it's not working. Contact, footer section, radio. Then, okay. It is not feedback, it is contact. Now it will work. See, now let's contact. Yeah, still it's not working. Why ID contact? It is same only, right? ID contact, what we have written at the top. Let me control C. Package section, no. I want this feedback section only. This is control V. Okay. Done with this. Okay, let us do it now. Okay, it's working. Can you see it's working? Now it's working. See, now let me do home. If I'm navigating on destination, it's navigating us to the destination. Then package, it's navigating us to package. Then contact, it's navigating us to contact. And last we have a footer. So this is how we have made. Now the responsive, let me show you. Let's go to inspect, and let's check. Okay, suppose if I wanted to see it in the suppose if I wanted to see it in the iPad, let me show. See how it is looking. Because why it has looking so organized and all that, because we have added media query, which will add the responsiveness in our web page. Means it will make more user friendly, and like, it will be a best user experience. And this is all. And suppose if this is, see, this is how it's looking. So this toggle toolbar you can use, and you can just increase the width and the height, and you can see. So this is all about what I wanted to cover. So our web page using CSS and the responsive, using it, making it responsive, we have completed. And this I'm going to push in the GitHub. If you wanted to see my code, you can just visit to my GitHub, and you can see. I'll provide the link in the YouTube video. Okay, so thank you, and let's learn and grow together. We'll meet you tomorrow. Bye bye.